God, holding my kids for the first time, looked in my wife's eyes and said we gon' make it through the worst times. Paycheck to paycheck with no benefits, but we stayed afloat. We didn't have it all, but we had enough and we prayed hard. That's what gave us hope. Most nights she sat alone, count coins up to keep the lights on. Man, I felt like everybody was against us, and we moved more than you like to know. But we stood strong and my wife supported every move I made and every single note. Even when nobody listened, even when people doubted every song I wrote, she had faith when I had none, and she loved my daughter through the tough times. God bless us with 2 sons. There's legacy in this bloodline, that blood is thicker than water. Shout out to all of the fathers holding it down. Set the example, do what you oughta, do what you oughta. Some days I feel like I don't do enough. I'm working hard, but that don't always equal out the love. If you know, then you know. If you don't, then you won't understand what it means to be a family man. We had some struggles, but we made it through. Another meal with rice and beans, another cup of soup. If you know, then you know. If you don't, then you won't understand what it means to be a family man. Hey, but that's just the way that the story unfolds. If you live for the king, then you better be bold. I'm here to let everyone know. Let's go. Every day is a battle. I grab your artillery. You cannot mess with the caliber. I've been filled with the spirit. I know his appearance is coming. I don't need a calendar. Took my hand off the wheel when I let him take over. I'm better in life as a passenger. If the devil assembles his demons, I promise you I'm gonna leave it a massacre. I can't take credit. I'm really indebted, cause back in the day I was sitting in jail. Now every time that I step out the house or I open my mouth, they can hear it in hell. Was living in bondage when I met the Savior. He gave me the keys and I opened the cell. Did a 180, we turned it around. He gave me a voice, no blinking for real. Do you hear that? It's the sound of an army that came out the gutter. They used to be killers and dealers and dealt with addictions until they got blood covered. It's a label it, man. Is it Christian rap? Is it country rap? Do I have to choose? I mean, one's so watered down I can't taste it. The other's gassed up with trucks and booze. I'm only here to give you truth when the bass hits. If you don't want to hear it, you're probably gonna hate this song. God twang strap with the word of the Lord. It's a two-edged sword. Back in the day I got a facelift. Well, let's face it, everything I've been given's a blessing. Hit me with a beat and I'ma hit him with a message. No less than every time I get up in the session, I'ma give them all I got, no question. Open up your mind, just be careful of what you put in it, cause that is important. Open up your word, put it in your heart, pray about it and really absorb it. You will find fulfillment when you drink from the fountain. I promise you he is your portion. I ain't selling away from my purpose and heir to the heavenly fortune. You go hard for the Lord, the devil ain't gon' like it. He tried to knock me off my horse, but I'ma keep on riding. Oh, if you ever felt like quitting, I was sent to let you know. Get ready, get back up, now grab your word and reload. When you go hard for the Lord, the devil ain't gon' like it. He tried to knock me off my horse, but I'ma keep on riding. Oh, if you ever felt like quitting, I was sent to let you know. Get ready, get back up, now grab your word and reload. If you carry a heavy burden, lay it down and put it back in his hands. I'm here to tell you at your lowest, you can know that he's still working when you don't understand. When we don't understand. When we don't understand. When we don't understand. When we don't understand. I know that it's harder to recognize it when you're going through something that's got you down. I used to get angry, but not today. Today I'ma pray and surrender the doubts. I'm hearing the chatter, the devil's been talking, but you can't let that get inside of your head. It may be a mess, but there is a message. One day you'll see it and understand. We've been battling something we cannot control, carrying things that we need to let go. Open your heart and surrender it now. It may be the heaviest weight on your soul. I'm talking to someone that may need to hear it. I've been in your shoes and I've driven the road. Don't let it consume you, don't battle alone. That type of depression's a slippery slope. Wake up, anybody wanna talk about it? I'm right here. Never beat around the bush, I promise that I've been clear. Walk through the valley of the shadows of the creek without a paddle, but I made it out. Oh, I've been there. If you're dealing with a lot, I get that. You ain't gotta do it on your own. That line is open when you pray, just grab the phone. If you carry a heavy burden, lay it down and put it back in his hands. I'm here to tell you at your lowest, you can know that he's still working when you don't understand. When we don't understand. When we don't understand. When we don't understand. When we don't understand. Hey, I'm going back and forth, I wanna figure this out. Do I need to make a turn to take a different route? I've been overthinking, stressed out with the lack of patience, trying to understand what this is about. I'm backed up to the wall with no options, battling negative thoughts in my conscience. Tell me that there is a purpose through all of the pain. It's harder to see if I'm honest. What if I told you in order to grow, you gon' walk through the fire when you're really invested? And when it's all over, you'll see why I did it, then maybe you'll see it's a blessing. You gotta push hard when it's harder to pray. When you feel like it's over, there's always a way. I thought that my story had come to an end. He looked over and said, I'm just turning the page. Even when I don't know where I'm going and I lack the directions, all things are working for good is the message. Trust in the Lord and believe it, especially when you just don't understand it, man. If you're dealing with a lot, I get that. You ain't gotta do it on your own. That line is open when you pray, just grab the phone. If you carry a heavy burden, lay it down and put it